Well, Hollywood does love a remake or going back to old franchises, doesn't it? And we've got that in Frankenstein, this year's edition. Now, this is going to come out on Netflix on the 7th of November, but it's currently out in a limited cinema run. Now, with the director being Guillermo del Toro, and look, I saw from the trailer that I was interested. I mean, the director himself, I knew that this was going to be one of those big budget, they were going to make this utterly ridiculous and hopefully delve into something different, because really, expectations wise, if you're going to go back to films that have been remade, or franchises that they're revisiting, especially in a remake, you need something a bit different, not just here's a literal just retelling of it and maybe it's more up to date, it's a modern version. Most of the time that's not enough. And the easiest observation to make, which I half did already, is yes, the sets were stunning. This reminded me really of like those early noughties films where they just gave huge money to have these ridiculous sets. They kind of tried to do them in the 80s, the 90s. Actually, the late 90s ones were good as well, but it's before they really had the, I guess, the technology or the availability of it to really make them good. The best example of something which had a huge budget but it didn't quite look right and it just looked like an expensive theme park, so not a film, was the Hook film. That was it. That was just on the cusp. They were quite unlucky. This, obviously, in 2025 looks incredible what they got on Guillermo del Toro. His version of this and the way he makes the world look, it just fits perfectly with Frankenstein. It's really good. The score is brilliant as well. If you get to go and see this in the cinema, it will be better than if you get to do it at home. But of course, a home release, it's still good. It's still fun. But yeah, you can't beat the cinema with this because it's just ridiculous costumes, huge, lovely sets that just look creepy and fit in with the vibe, and a great score. And again, as I already pointed out, when you are delving into such old source material, and it's not even that it's just old, it's just been redone in many fairly modern renditions, you need something different. And this takes the source material and it looks at, I'd say, different aspects of it. I mean, even for a Guillermo del Toro film, this is different. Like, he's pushing himself to doing different things. But you get those different perspectives. Like, I like the fact that the movie started off with the shipwreck and being like, how did you get to this point? Now, that's a fairly simple thing, but it's going from Victor Frankenstein's, his perspective and how he got to this point in his life, and then goes all the way back. It's kind of a two viewpoint story though, because you don't only get Victor Frankenstein's viewpoint, you get Frankenstein's monster's viewpoint, and they do it really well, to the point where, I mean, Oscar Isaac does a really good job playing Victor Frankenstein. You're sympathetic to him at first, despite the fact they're getting across, hey, guess what, this guy is obsessed. And this is where the story does really well, and having an actor like him really pays off. I'm not going to say he's the lead, he's kind of the lead, but it's not quite as like, oh, he's the lead, it's all from his perspective, job done, because you get Frankenstein's monster's perspective as well. But they really sew in throughout the whole movie, like his obsession with immortality, extending life, not dying, and how he's determined to prove, due to things that happened in his past, that can be done. And how it absolutely just makes him a worse and worse person, because you keep chipping away at your morality. I'm not sure he cared that much, but you keep chipping away at these little things that don't happen in one fell swoop normally. So you find yourself rooting for him less and less and less. You're not really rooting for him at the start, but you're into him. And then you see Frankenstein's monster's perspective, and it's like, okay. And they did a really good job with Frankenstein monster story. Like, I'm not saying that in other versions he doesn't get a good perspective, and like how you do feel sorry for him, but this is brilliant the way they do it. And I'd say the pacing of the movie is good, like the way you see Victor Frankenstein descend into, and it's not like, oh look, this is the moment, ha ha ha, and he slicks his hair back and he's like, I'll create a monster, or I'll create immortal life. It's not like that. It's not as simple as, whoops, he's here, but I guess I've made a mistake. It's not as simple as that. And it shouldn't be in any Frankenstein film, but they just do a really good job of showing the slow descent and just weaving it all in so that you see it happen in real time, but not in a moment of, oh, look, I'm a serial killer. I'm not a serial killer. Pff, kill one person, might as well kill a few more. Oh, look, I'm a serial killer. There we go, end of story. Not that he's a serial killer, but you get what I mean. It's woven in throughout the whole movie in the same way that the way that they weave in Frankenstein's monster being sympathetic is not just bang, oh look, this thing, he's sympathetic. It's not as simple as that. So in conclusion, I'd say great score, great visuals, great character development, great storytelling. It's just really well done. And if you do get to go and see this at the cinema, I really would recommend it. It's a shame they've only done it as a limited run, because it really could do with more, but you'll get it on Netflix on November the 7th. So that's pretty simple when it comes to that, and you'll still have a good home experience with it. I'd really recommend you go and watch it. A lot of the time Hollywood likes to just rehash these things as like, oh, here's a safe bet, we know people will go out to it, we'll pick an old franchise, we'll remake an old movie. And when you remake, it's just not enough if you're just retelling the story. Or, you know, when they make a game and they just go, oh, here we go, we're taking an old game and here's basically the same game, but just with modern graphics, and that's it. It's not worth the price tag. It's just not enough to keep you entertained and make it worthwhile getting off your backside or pressing the buttons on your remote control or whatever it is to actually go and view it and spend that time really enjoying and delving yourself into the world. Anyway, Halloween's over, sadly, but what did you think? Did you enjoy this movie? Did you think that it was great, maybe worth the cinema trip, or perhaps you're watching it after it comes out on Netflix? What did you think of it? Let me know below. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. If you want more content from this channel, your support is appreciated, and until next time, I'll see you later.